What are you doing up so late? Have you any idea what time it is? Paperwork. That doesn't need to be completed until next month. Why stay up all night getting it finished now? You could easily save it for tomorrow or the next day. It's not procrastinating. You can afford to sleep, you know. Why wouldn't I be worried? You and I are in the same squad. And our next expedition is approaching swiftly. You need all the rest you can get. Does that bother you? Our expedition. You seemed a bit distant when I mentioned it. Are you frightened? You don't have to deny it. We're risking our lives. We always do. It's healthy to be afraid. You think it makes you weak? Or less of a soldier? Nonsense. A good soldier protects their life. Granted, they have to be willing to sacrifice their life for the greater good. But a soldier who is careless with their life, they're of no use to us. It doesn't make you weak or less of a soldier to be afraid of death. It makes you strong, especially when you admit it. It makes you a valuable addition to any team. You'll always do your best. You'll never settle. Your life is on the line, after all. And with your life on the line, usually it means other people are in danger as well. When you protect yourself, sometimes you're protecting others as well. And we certainly need all the help we can get. But what? It's been keeping you up at night. You're afraid you'll be too exhausted to function properly. And that fear just keeps waking you. It keeps your mind awake at night. Doesn't let you sleep. And then that just adds to the exhaustion, making it a never-ending cycle of torment. How long has this been going on? A week. You're good at hiding it. Your fatigue. I didn't notice until I found you. Why don't you put your pen down? Come with me for a moment. There's something I'd like you to see. Do you want help sleeping or not? Put the pen down. Let your paperwork wait. It'll still be there when you get back, I promise. Yeah. It's not food, so no one's going to take it. Oh, grab your jacket, would you? We're going outside. It's getting colder out. You'll want an extra layer. No, we won't be out there too long. Unless, of course, you want to stay. Alright, we'll see then. Come with me. Try to be quiet, okay? Everyone else is asleep. Oh, right. I had a bad dream. Woke up, thought I'd look around, see if anyone else was awake. And then I found you. Alone in the library, doing your paperwork. Though I admired your diligence at first, it soon dawned on me that you probably shouldn't be awake at this hour. You're always on top of your paperwork. Anything you had to do, it could certainly wait. We can discuss that later. Here, let me get the door for you. It's been getting stuck recently. Freezing shut. I told you it would be cold. Here, stay close to me. You don't mind if I have my arm around you, do you? All right. If at any point it makes you uncomfortable, just let me know. Look up into the night sky. Incredible, isn't it? The stars, the full moon. Truly is a sight to behold, isn't it? Yeah. It certainly is something. And you don't see this every night. I guess it is pretty beautiful. Not as beautiful as your eyes, though. You heard me, didn't you? I said it's not as beautiful as your eyes. The stars and the moon. They don't compare. Not when it comes to you. Of course I mean it. Why would I say something I don't mean? What would be the purpose? Especially something like this. I'm not like that. I don't want to get your hopes up and crush them. What's so fun about that? I'd much rather get your hopes up and deliver on them. Make a dream of yours a reality. Assuming you share the same dream, that is. I don't know. A relationship, maybe? I told you we'd talk about the nightmare I had later. Now seems like a good time to do it. I dreamt that something happened to you during the expedition. I saw you get ripped to parts by a single Titan. It was horrifying. It had you pinned to the ground under one hand, and with the other, it ripped you to pieces, limb by limb. All the while you were screaming, calling out for help. And when I approached, another Titan came out of nowhere, stopped me dead in my tracks. The last thing I remember, before I suffered perhaps the worst fate anyone can, was you screaming for my help. But I couldn't deliver. The Titan bit down on my head, and I bolted awake. I was terrified by the thought of losing you, being completely helpless to stop you from dying. That's why I care so much about whether or not you get rest. You need it. You need it to survive, to be vigilant, so that you can protect yourself when I can't protect you. Look, I understand that in our line of work it's dangerous to be romantically involved with someone. That's why I'm not going to try to convince you to have a relationship with me. If you want a relationship, you shouldn't need convincing. If you don't need convincing. It would be rude of me to try to convince you otherwise. I'll leave the door propped open for you, so you don't get shut out. I'm going inside. You can stay here as long as you'd like. But please, think about what I said, okay? I care about you. I'd hate it if you died.